You have been told that you are your past, that your story is written in stone, and that you are bound to it forever. This is a lie that keeps you a prisoner. Today, I will give you the hammer and the chisel to break that chain. In this briefing, you will learn the 3 Stoic pillars of self-creation. Assistant to stop being a character in a story that was written for you and to become the author of a new one. You know the feeling. It is a ghost that lives inside your head. A memory of a past failure appears without warning. A cruel word someone said to you years ago echoes in your mind. A moment of deep shame plays back like an old movie. And this ghost has real power over you. It can change your mood in an instant. It can fill you with a familiar, cold fear. It can stop you from taking a new risk, from meeting a new person. It whispers a constant, tired story in your ear. Remember who you are, it says. You are the one who fails. You are the one who is not good enough. You are the one who always gets hurt. You believe this ghost tells the truth. You believe your past is a hard, permanent fact that defines you, like your height or your eye color. You see yourself as the final product of all your experiences. You are a house built on a foundation of past events. And if that foundation is cracked, if it is built on pain and failure, you believe you are doomed. You believe you must live in a cracked house forever. This is a profound and crippling misunderstanding. It is a misunderstanding of time, of memory, and of your own incredible power. The ancient Stoics were masters of the present moment. They knew a secret. Your past is not a solid, heavy stone. It is a story, and any story can be told in a different way. They knew that you are not what has happened to you. You are what you choose to become in your response to what has happened. Today, you will stop being a sad reader of your own tragic history. You will pick up the pen. You will become its editor. You will become its author. Your past is a lie. This belief that your past defines you is a mental prison. It is a cage made of ghosts and old stories. To break free, we must see its flawed design. We must see how the bars are made. It is built on 3 great crumbling pillars. They are the lies that keep you chained to a story that is already over. We will now demolish them, one by one. Pillar 1. Memory is not a recording. The first pillar is the great lie that your memory is a perfect recording of the past. You believe that when you remember something, you are watching an accurate replay of an event. You think your memory is a safe, secure library of historical facts. This is not how the human mind works. Modern science has proven what the Stoics knew from deep observation. Your memory is not a video camera. It is a storyteller. Every single time you remember something, you are not just replaying it. You are rebuilding it. You are reinterpreting it. You are telling the story again. And you are telling it from the perspective of the person you are today. The story changes, even if the facts do not. This is a critical, life-changing insight. It means your past is not a fixed, dead thing. It is a living, breathing story. The events of the past are over. You cannot change them. That is true. But the story you tell yourself about those events, the meaning you give them, is something you are creating right here, right now. In this very moment, you are choosing what the past means. Let's make this simple and real. Imagine 10 years ago, you were fired from a job. This is the event. It is a fact. At the time, the story you told yourself was a tragedy. I am a failure. I am not good enough. My boss was right about me. My career is over. For 10 years, you have been carrying that story. It has made you timid in your work. It has made you afraid to ask for a raise. It has made you afraid to take on big projects. But you are not the same person you were 10 years ago. You are older. You are wiser. You have learned things. Today, you can choose to become a new author. You can look at that same unchangeable event, and you can write a new, more powerful story. A story of liberation. A story of a hero, not a victim. That firing was not an ending. It was a necessary beginning. It was a painful but needed push. It forced me to leave a path that was not right for me. It showed me my own weaknesses, so I could make them strengths. It was the catalyst for all my real growth. It is not events that disturb people. It is their judgments about them. Epictetus. The event did not change. The firing still happened. But the story did. And by changing the story, you change its power over you. The ghost that once haunted you is transformed. It is no longer a monster that whispers of your failure in the dark. It is a wise old teacher that reminds you of your own strength. You cannot change what happened, but you have absolute, total power to change what it means. And that is the only power that truly matters. This is your first mission. You will become a historian of your own mind. Choose one negative memory from your past, one that still has power over you, a memory that makes you feel small or ashamed. You will take a piece of paper. You will write down the victim story, the story you have always told yourself about it. Write it all down. Then, on a new piece of paper, you will force yourself to write a new story, a hero story. How did this event, this failure, secretly make you stronger? What hard lesson did it teach you? What bad path did it force you to leave? You are not lying to yourself. You are simply choosing to focus on the data that empowers you, not the data that imprisons you. Pillar 2. Identity is not an archive. The second pillar of this prison is the lie that your identity is the sum of your past actions. You believe that who you are is a fixed thing. You think it is an archive, all your past successes and all your past failures. If your archive has more failures than successes, you believe you are a failure. If you have acted with fear many times in the past, you believe you are, fundamentally, a coward. This is like judging a great sculptor by the pile of broken, discarded marble chips on his workshop floor. It is a complete misunderstanding of the creative process. The Stoics knew that you are not your past actions. You are your present choices. Your identity is not what you have done. Your identity is what you are doing right now, in this single precious moment. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Aristotle. This is one of the most liberating ideas in all of human thought. It means your past has no real binding power over you. You are not sentenced to be the person you were yesterday. You have the power, in this very moment, to make a new choice. A choice that is in line with the person you want to become. Let's be very clear about this. If you have been a coward your whole life, if you have run from every challenge, but in this one moment, you choose to face a small fear, then in this moment, you are not a coward. You are a courageous person. If you have been a lazy person your whole life, if you have always put things off, but in this one moment, you choose to do one small, hard thing, then in this moment, you are not lazy. You are disciplined. Your identity is not a dusty old archive in a library. It is a practice. It is a habit you are building, one choice at a time right now. The past only has power over you if you choose to keep repeating its patterns. But you can choose to break the pattern right now. The person you were 5 minutes ago is a ghost. They have no voice. They have no say in what you do next. You are the only one in the room. You are the only one with the power to choose. This is why the Stoics were so obsessed with the present moment. It is the only place you are truly alive. It is the only place you have real power. It is the only place you can create your character. Your past is a library of stories. You can visit it. You can learn from it. But you do not have to live there. Your home is now. And in this home, you are the master. This is your second mission. You will perform an identity audit. You will find one negative label you have given yourself based on your past. For example, I am a procrastinator. Or, I am not a confident person. Or, I am bad at relationships. For the next 24 hours, your single mission is to find one single small opportunity to act in a way that goes against that label. If you are a procrastinator, do one small task immediately, without delay. If you are not confident, ask one simple question in a meeting. You are not trying to change your entire life in one day. You are just proving to yourself that the label is a lie. You are proving that your identity is a choice you make, moment by moment. Pillar 3. The third and final pillar is the most subtle and the most powerful. It is the lie that your past is a burden to be carried. You see your past traumas, your past mistakes, your past heartbreaks as heavy, useless stones. You think they are just dead weight in a backpack that you must carry for the rest of your life. They slow you down. They weigh on your soul. They are a source of shame. This is the moment where you decide to be a prisoner or an architect. The prisoner is crushed by the stones of his past. The architect uses those same stones to build his future. If you are ready to stop carrying the weight and start building with it, then you must make a conscious choice. Acknowledge this new power. Go to the comments and make a simple, powerful declaration. Write, "I am the architect." This is your commitment to transform your burden into your building blocks. Now, let us learn exactly how. The Stoic sees the past not as a burden, but as a training ground. It was your own personal, custom-designed curriculum. It was designed to teach you the exact lessons you needed to learn to become the person you are meant to be. Every mistake was a hard lesson in the virtue of humility. Every heartbreak was a painful lesson in the virtue of resilience. Every moment of suffering was a chance to forge your character in a fire. The past is not a source of shame. It is the source of all your strength, if you choose to see it that way. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Marcus Aurelius. Your past was what stood in the way. Your past was the impediment. Therefore, your past becomes the way forward. It is the raw and often painful material from which you will build your future. A good doctor is not ashamed of the diseases she has studied. She is made wiser and more skilled by them. A great general is not ashamed of the battles he has lost. He is made a better strategist by them. You must learn to see your own past with this same strategic and unsentimental eye. It was your training. It was your education. And now, your training has prepared you for this moment. Now, we move from deconstruction to construction, from the prisoner of memory to the author of destiny. 3 practical, simple Stoic rituals to break the chains of your past. 3 rituals to forge a new, powerful future, starting today. The first ritual, the story reforge. You will perform the mission from part 1, but on a much deeper level. You will take your single greatest failure from your past, the one that still stings, the one that still holds power over you. You will write down the victim story in detail. Then, you will write down the hero story in detail. But this time, you will add a third crucial part. You will write down the tool story. How is this past failure a unique tool that you now have that others do not? Did it give you a level of empathy that you would not have otherwise? Did it give you a specific hard-won skill? Did it teach you a lesson so deeply that you will never forget it? You are not just changing the story. You are turning your wound into a weapon. You are turning your scar into a shield. The second ritual, the gratitude audit. The Stoics knew that resentment is the strongest chain that binds us to the past. The only chemical that can dissolve that chain is gratitude. You will choose one person or one event from your past that you still hold resentment towards. You will force yourself, as a hard mental exercise, to find one single, genuine thing you can be grateful for from that experience. This will be difficult. Your ego will fight it. But you must find one thing. It may be a hard lesson it taught you. It may be the strength it forced you to build. It may be that it showed you who you did not want to become. Finding that one small point of gratitude does not excuse the past. It does not make the bad thing good. It simply liberates you from its emotional prison. The third ritual, the present moment anchor. Your mind is a time machine, and its favorite place to travel is the past. You must train it to stay in the present. For the next week, you will practice a simple anchoring technique. Whenever you catch your mind drifting into a negative memory, whenever you feel the pull of an old ghost, you will stop. You will take one deep breath, and you will name 5 things you can see in the room right now. 4 things you can physically feel. 3 things you can hear. This is not a magic trick. It is a neurological one. It forces your brain out of the abstract, dead world of memory and into the concrete, living reality of the present. The present moment is the only place you have real power. You must train yourself to live there. You are not the ghost of your past self. You are the architect of your future self. And your workshop is the present moment. The story that you are a prisoner of your history was the lie. The truth is that you are the author, and the pen is in your hand right now. Let the past be a library, not a prison. Visit it when you need wisdom, but do not live there. Your life is not the book that has already been written. It is the clean, white, empty page in front of you. And what you choose to write next is entirely and beautifully up to you. The old book is closed. A new one is open. The question is, what will you write? If you are ready to continue this journey, to become the author of your own soul, then subscribe to the Stoic Citadel. This is not a place for readers of history. It is a training ground for its writers. Finally, go to the comments and declare your new powerful identity. Write, I am the author. Your training continues. You have learned to take control of your story. Now, you must learn to take control of your mind in every moment. Your next briefing is on the screen now. Click it to learn the art of radical responsibility.